Welcome back to Tuner's Travels. We're here with Club number 9, episode number 6. And since we're last here for them opening 2 games of the season, the Welsh League Cup second round and the first league game of the season, 2 3-0 victories for us. We followed it up with another 3-0 victory over Airbus UK, this time Gruff Jones, Jamie Edwards and Liam Lewis on the score sheet in that one. But drawing 0-0 with Haverfordwest, disappointing one, not a great game again. Before a 1-0 draw with Newtown, and I was furious with this one. Newtown took the lead, had a man sent off, played the entire second half with 10 men, and it took us till 15 minutes from the end to find a breakthrough, which just was not good enough. And neither were we in the next game against Barry Town. This time, 75 minutes we played against 10 men. They had Stewart, so got the name twice, sent off after 15 minutes, and then a minute later went and scored to take the lead. 80th minute, Joel Mullen added a second. We got a penalty 2 minutes later, but it never looked like we were going to get back in the game. We then bounced back against Bangor City, Gruff Jones and Jamie Edwards with 2 late goals. We came from behind in this one as well to seal a victory there. And then 3-1 over Aberystwyth Town. Wilkins scoring for them, Leon Evans, Jamie Edwards, and Arwell Valentine scoring for us. So if we take a look at the league table, we're currently sat in 5th place. Just 2 points off of top. We have a game in hand which is against the New Saints. So winner of that game goes top of the league. That was postponed due to their European commitments. They were knocked out of the Champions League qualifying by Basel before getting them in their Europa League group. So that'll be fun for them. But yeah, they have made it through for the Europa League group. They got Borussia Mönchengladbach, Basel and St Etienne in their group, losing against Mönchengladbach in the first group game. So I'm hoping by the time we get to play them, start of November, they are going to be pretty tired. And we can take advantage of that. Oh no, sorry, we've got them in middle of October as well. I think that was the rearranged one on the Wednesday. Should have been on the 1st of October. It's been moved to the 15th. Yeah, hopefully they're going to be tired. We have a big run of games as well there. But today we have League Cup action against Colwyn Bay and then League action against Connors Quay to come. And this is the team that we're going with against Colwyn Bay. Miller in goal, King, Litchfield, Willis, Evans, Bannister, Folks, Jones, Lewis and Edwards. Sammy King could come back onto the bench now that he is back fit. He's had an injury. The backup goalkeeper out of a broken ankle. He's still got another 8 weeks out, hence the greyed out goalkeeper that they give us. And I've had him on the bench just in case, but he hasn't been needed at all. So let's go and jump into this game. See if we can make it through to the next round of the Nathaniel MG Cup. Again, not one that we have to win. One that'd be quite nice to win, but it's extra games, I suppose. But we are playing a strong team. We are going for it. We're not throwing it at all. Bannister's usual aggressive self. Colwyn Bay beating Bangor last time out. A very good team, obviously. But a team that we should, in theory, be beating. Let's go and see if we do beat them. Like I say, make it through to the next round of the League Cup. It might not be one that I have to win, but I do want to win as many competitions as possible as I go throughout my managerial career. Of course I do. It is Colwyn Bay with the first ball in. King picks it up and looks downfield. Edwards beaten in the air, but Folks picks up the second ball, finds Lewis with a bit of space to run into. Lewis shoots, saved by the goalkeeper. Very ambitious, to be fair, from that far out. Decent save, though, from the goalkeeper, diving at some height, some distance to hold on to the ball. Jones tries to play crossfield ball to Folks, and it isn't good enough. Now Gonzalez comes back to Luptak. Over the top for Wood. And Lloyd Wood puts the ball in the back of the net for 1-0 Colwyn Bay. Again, very poor defensively. Very, very poor defensively. Potentially could have, well, not really won a header, but there should have been a tackle coming there. Would not be able to take a touch and beat the goalkeeper at the near post as well. We're going to break them straight away after conceding that. King now with a throw-in. Can we bounce back? He comes short to Bannister. Goes back to King and back to Bannister. We've wasted an opportunity to get across in there, and we're coming backwards as well. Very disappointing. We go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Incredibly disappointing. And all the way back to the goalkeeper again. Evans on the left-hand side. Folks looks forward. And it's going to run through to their goalkeeper. And it's a wasted opportunity from the throw-in. But the highlight does still go on. Edwards on the ball to Jones. Out to Gruff Jones. He shoots, hits the post. Edwards can't quite get there. It's blocked out. Jones tries to get the ball in. It's cleared out again. And we got a lot of action there. And straight into another highlight. Folks' pass is intercepted. But it comes back to him. Lewis to Folks. Willis flies one forward. And easy for the goalkeeper again there to come and claim that. What did I just witness? What did I just witness? Well, we're back on level terms, and the goalkeeper just firing a kick out of his hands straight into Edwards' face, and it bounces into the back of the net. Oh wow! Yeah, I mean, I was looking at my analytics over the weekend, and someone found my videos searching for what should we do with a dodgy keeper. I might have to add that as a tag for this episode. It was incredible. Wood is surely miles offside. There he is offside. Flag does go up. That is, I'm probably not going to score a better goal in my entire round the world save than that one. That is incredible. Andrews with a throw in. Bannister clears out. Edwards picks it up. Jones's man comes back to Lewis. Quite clever, really, because he doesn't have the pace. Lewis manages to slide one forward. Edwards keeps it in. Comes back to Lewis, and it's a penalty. There's a foul there. I think Gonzalez was a bit unhappy about the tackle. The commentator says Lewis took a dive. It's tough to tell on this one. Jones does score the penalty, though. But yeah, I thought Gonzalez was unhappy about the tackle from Lewis. That played in into Edwards and came in with a rash tackle. It looked like a foul, but again, it's so difficult on this match engine to see actually if it was contact at all. We do have the lead, and Evans clearing the ball off the line from a corner, keeping us with that lead. That was a dangerous chance there. Folks with a free kick. Towards back post, Jones gets his second of the game, his fourth of the season. It's 3-1 now, and we have completely turned this around in this first half. From 1-0 down, we've scored 3 pretty quick-fire goals, a hilarious goal, a potentially dubious penalty, and a decent volley, but again, question marks over the goalkeeper there. I think we've played well so far, but room for improvement, and we will praise them straight away. Bannister gets his head to the ball. It does fall to a Colwyn Bay player. Sadler looks forward. Willis then looks forward. Oakes heads out wide to Gonzalez, who gave away the penalty, and that's a fantastic ball forward for Wood. And Wood has pulled one back. Lloyd Wood, lovely finish that one. Great ball forward from Gonzalez, catching our defenders out. And Wood just timing his run to perfection, stay on side. One touch, and then past the goalkeeper. Not much the keeper could have done there. But it's 3-2, and, well, it's an interesting game now. We are going to drop our defensive line back much lower. We have half an hour left. Can we see this out for victory? Wood's going to get on the end of this again. Shoots from range, and not convincing from Miller. He gets his body behind it. Manages to push it wide, and I suppose it's fortunate that the shot was from so far out and there was nobody following it in. But then Miller looks downfield, Edwards flicks it on, nobody's going to get there apart from the goalkeeper. And he looks downfield, and Wood flicks it to one of their players this time. That's how you meant to do it, Edwards. But Lewis steps in fantastically. Lewis now into the area, pulls it across. Jones' shot is blocked and cleared out by Luptak against Hughes for a corner. Oakes to deliver. Goes short to Bannister. To Jones on the edge area. Acres of space. Shot is blocked. Back to him. Shot is blocked again. then rebounds off him and is cleared out. King is going to get there. He looks downfield and it's going to be keeper's ball. Two big chances there for Jones. For what would have been his hat-trick as well. Now Wood is in again here. And it's pushed wide this time by Miller. It's a big chance. He easily skipped past his man in the area. And it's a very good save in the end. A lot more convincing that time. And this is now end-to-end. Evans with a throw-in. Delivers this time. Gruff Jones gets the 4 for the game. His 4th of the season. It's a great ball in. And just a little deft finish. He didn't really put any power on it. Just diverted it into that bottom corner. You think maybe had he swung his leg at that, the keeper may have done a bit better, may have saved it, but he just diverts it into that bottom corner to restore that 2-goal lead. Wood with the corner. Header clear by Litchfield. Anderson's going to get that to Luptak. Back to Anderson. Can we rob him? He goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Brings it out of his area and he looks forward. Wood winning that header. Willis didn't even challenge, to be honest with you. Fairhurst in towards Wood. It's over his head. It's all over the place. It's blocked by Litchfield. Somehow doesn't go in. Cross comes back in. Header clear this time by King. And well, that was a mess. An absolute mess there in the centre of defence. But we get away with one. This has been an action-packed game. This has made up for all the games last week we've had that was very poor. King with a throw into Jones. Tries to cross, but it's blocked. Fairhurst finds Thomas, who finds Wood, and Wood, we know, is dangerous. He's one-on-one. Can he get his hat-trick? It's saved again by Miller. Another big save from him as well. He's really made up for that little dodgy moment that he had. Wood with the corner. Header clear again. Jones now can bring it out. He's on his own. Tackled. We get a free kick. Fairhurst is going to get booked here. He does get booked. And well, we've still got 15 minutes plus stoppage time left. It's 4-2, and I still think this game isn't over. Andrews delivers towards Miller, and for a second I thought that was going to float over him and into the back of the net. Miller throws it out this time. Willis finds Lewis in plenty of space. Folks out for Jones, but it's intercepted by Fairhurst. Skips past the tackle. Tries to cross, but it's blocked. Now King's going to get on that. He's looking to bring it forward for us. Jones, who of course is on the hat-trick, as is Wood for them. Gruff Jones, Ryan Jones, the folks. Bannister over the top of Edwards. Brings it down. Probably should have gone first time there. And that is going to be the last we see of Edwards, because he is going to come off now for Sammy King. Let's bring him on. Let's also... Valentine can come off for Gruff Jones. And bring Dix on for Willis. Just try and freshen the team up a bit for these final 5 minutes plus stoppage time. We should be safe now. King with the long looping throw in towards Sammy King. Gets his head on it. Gets his first goal of the season. I believe it is his first goal for us as well. Lee King with the long looping throw in. The namesake Sammy King gets his head on it. Makes it 5-2. And we are now definitely through to the next round. And this has been one hell of a game. That is full time. We're going to outstretch the arm. Tell them that was a good win for us. And that was fantastic. That really was. A cracker. Which means our next game is going to be a 0-0, clearly, against Connors Quay, which we are going to come back for in just one moment for the second part of this episode. So game number 2 sees us back in league action. We've got Miller in goal, King, Dix, Willis and Evans at the back. Bannister, Folks in midfield, Jones, Lewis and Edwards up top. So Dix coming in for Litchfield this time around. No real reason. I just want to give Dix some more game time. Litchfield hasn't done anything wrong. He's fit. I fancied it. So I made the change. Dix is a very, very promising young lad. And he has generally performed when given the chance. I think he'd be well suited to this game. I hope he will be. If not, I've backfired massively. But we can't be thinking like that, can we? We have a throw in. Evans comes short to Folks. Gets it back. Folks again. Bannister. What exactly is the plan with this? It's out to Evans. He flicks it back to him. Bannister. Another little flick. God, we've got confidence after that last game. Look at him go. Lovely little 1 and 2 touch football, but we're not really doing anything. We're not even like moving the defenders. We need to be going from side to side. In fact, we're just going backwards here. But ball over the top, Willis, and what a volley that was from Edwards, but apparently offside. It must have been tight if he was. But he absolutely unleashed that, and he's onside. It's a poor call. He is onside. Of course, the striker being the red line, defender being the yellow line. It's a mistake by the assistant, and it should be 1-0. So he looked onside originally for me, but what a finish it was. He absolute rocket. But it doesn't matter now. We've moved on from that. That's gone. We need to focus on the rest of the game, with which nothing is happening, which I called after the last game. In fact, because that shot doesn't count because he was offside, we haven't had a shot at all in this first half. I'm going to tell him I'm far from pleased. I'm going to demand more. And, well, we're not going to be winning if we're not having shots, are we? So, and now we're in, and that is the only highlight we've seen. We still haven't had a shot. Jones is coming off of Valentine, other Jones off for Cartwright, and Edwards coming off for Sammy King again. Why not? The 3 changes up top to hopefully give us a bit more attacking impetus. We're going to berate them. And, well, we're going very attacking. We've got to go for a win. We've got to do something. We can't go through a game without a single shot after just scoring 5 in that last game, can we? We are going to demand more. Well, we've had the shots now. No more highlights. And now it's a corner for Connors Quay. It was a back post and it's headed just over the bar from Roberts. And that should have been a winner. Should have been 1-0. Are we going to get one final chance as we go into 1 minute stoppage time? We do have a highlight. Evans with a throw into Folks. Willis, he looks forward. Roberts heads it out. Now Connors Quay with a chance to attack. Evans knocks it back to the goalkeeper. Bannister flicks it on. Lewis for Evans. He looks forward, but header clear again. Thomas out wide for Gordon. Cross in. Thomas scores the winner with the last kick of the game. I mean, we haven't been good enough, but the last kick of the game. Thomas played it out wide for Gordon, and just not good enough defending for him to be able to run through, take a touch 6 yards out, and score. And yeah, full time, 1-0. So disappointing. I'm throwing a water bottle, telling him I'm far from pleased. Not necessarily with the result, but the performance as well. Not a single shot on target. And leaves us down in 7th. It's now 5 points off of top. And obviously we still have that game in hand, but it means now we're not potentially top if we win it. So yeah, very disappointing. In that game, the poor decision maybe had a role to play. Obviously it put us 1-0 up, and I don't think we'd have seen it out given how we played, but it would have given us a completely different look at the game. So yeah, disappointing, but that is how football goes sometimes. We are through to the quarterfinal of the Welsh Cup, where we got Haverfordwest, and that'll be tomorrow's episode. We do Haverfordwest and the New Saints in that episode. So if you have enjoyed this, please do hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Until next time, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.